Hello everybody, welcome back. Jessica here. So I have a Disney mani that I am doing today. I'm going to go through the colors first. So this is AVVA Nails Wine Bath, so that's the glitter kind of red color. We have for the white, iGel Beauty's Baby Powder. And then for the yellow, Referral Nails Solstice. This is from the Beach Please collection. So kind of classic Disney colors. I have my little plastic bag because I'm going to be doing a couple of water decals, so I have my stamper to apply those as well. So this is a sheet of Disney decals that I got from Amazon.com, but this paper that came in with them kind of gives some information. They're actually from Moon Sugar Decals, so they have their own website as well. So if you'd like, you can check that out, but I'll link where I got them from Amazon in the description box below. And I'm going to start off with my base coat. I did actually do this whole mani gel method. So the one thing I have to say that I didn't really like was that wine bath color. The red is like a really, really pretty glitter, but doing it with gel method made it look very kind of muted. And actually it wasn't applying the dip powder with the gel method that kind of made it look muted. I think I was still kind of practicing with the gel method because my mom was still here while I was doing this mani, and she gets dip flu pretty bad, so even if I'm sitting at my table doing my nails and she's sitting across the room from me, she still has to like wear a mask. We have to make sure that there's not a fan on that's kind of circulating the air over to her, because she'll still get the dip flu even though she's not like sitting at the table doing nails really. She's, sitting far enough away where it really shouldn't affect her that much, but it still does. So I've been trying to do gel method and play around with that a little bit, and I did cap these in clear powder with using the gel method, so that muted the glitter, like the really pretty glitter effect that you get from that wine bath glitter. So that was kind of my first mistake, or learning. It was a little bit of a learning curve with that. So I'm just cutting out the decals. I'm going to apply those first, and those are going to both go onto my yellow nails. And you can see also here that I am actually doing both hands, which I don't usually do. It's like, 2 hands, 2 videos. So I usually have a different mani on each hand, but we were actually going to Disney, which is why we were doing these manis. And so that's why I wanted to have both hands kind of the same or matching. So I do have another Disney video that will be for my mom's nails. So we did both of the manis before we went to Disney for kind of a long, fun weekend. So I did apply my gel base coat so that the decal has kind of a sticky surface to stick to. I am going to I did a Minnie on my left hand. I'm going to do a Mickey on my right hand. Yeah. And for all you folks at home, I can't tell my left from my right anymore. I'm just kidding. But yes, I'm doing the Mickey and the Minnie. Oh man. Yeah, it's like getting close to my bedtime right about now, so don't mind me. But I did actually, because the rest of the nail art that I'm doing after the decals, I'm gonna kind of do some classic kind of Disney polka dots, if you will, on my other nails. So I'm not going to show that on both hands because it's just kind of super repetitive, so you don't really need to see that on 8 fingers. I'm going to do it just on one hand. I do speed it up just a little bit so that I don't bore you too much with just placing polka dots, but I'll go through that in a minute. So I'm just going to finish applying my decals, and then we will get on to the rest. Okay, so before I move on to the nail art on my other nails, I am going to top the Mickey and the Minnie nails with the iGel Beauty top coat, cure them for 60 seconds, so that way I don't do anything to kind of ruin the decal or mess anything up with the other nails, because I will be working with some stamping polish and acrylic paint and stuff like that. So I wanted those to be protected so that they don't get like ruined at all. Okay, so I'm going to use my dotting tools, my nail art brushes, and the acrylic paints. I got those at my local, like Michael's craft store, so you could really get them anywhere. And I really just got the the cheapest ones that they had available there. So I don't think I paid more than like $1 or so per bottle of acrylic paint. And you could find them probably even cheaper at like Walmart or like they sell them all over the place, really. Joann Fabrics, Michael's, Walmart, anywhere where you can kind of get some, craft supplies. So you really don't have to spend a lot of money to get some art supplies, and those bottles will last like forever. So, alright, so I'm going to start with the white dots, and one thing that I want to mention here, and I didn't zoom in for these because you're really not going to be able to see anything except for the nail art tool because my hand is just in the way. So what I really wanted to do was keep my hand kind of flat on the table so I could get them in a straight as possible line in the middle first. So I did that first line of dots down the center of my nail, and then I'm just kind of staggering them on the sides from there. So here you can kind of see like I placed them kind of intermittently or kind of staggered for the other lines. So I'm going to do the same thing on my thumb. I do speed this up just a hair so that you don't get too kind of bored just watching me place dots here. And also, when I'm trying to dot them, when I'm placing it in the paint, I'm trying to just kind of do that up and down and not add a diagonal, so that I get a nice kind of uniform circular dot. And then the same thing on my nail, just kind of pressing up and down and not add a diagonal, so that you get that nice circular kind of formation. And then, of course, cleaning my brush in between so that it doesn't get too much paint on them. So now I started off with this acrylic paint for the red. And after I got finished placing all of these dots, I was kind of looking at it, and it just wasn't, it didn't look great. I kind of felt like the red dip powder, that wine bath dip powder color, was just a nicer, deeper red, and this felt like way too bright compared to, you know, what I have for the colors on the other fingers. So I do end up wiping that off. And I do have a red stamping polish that's like a deeper red color, so I switch over to that. And I apologize, I didn't show the color. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description box below so that you know what color it is. But I did get it from Maniology. So when I put it, well, actually, my mom went and got it. That's her hand right there, putting it on the palette for me. It looks black almost, doesn't it? But when it goes over the white, you can really kind of see that it's just a nice kind of deep red color that matches the dip powder much better. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Like I said, I'll speed this up a bit on these white nails as well. So I'm just pretty much doing the same thing on the white nails, just with the red stamping polish. And then my other hand, I am going to do that off camera, just so this video, because I was doing both hands, because I was doing a lot of like kind of repetitive nail art, this video ended up being unedited. It was over an hour long. So I am not gonna keep you for that long just watching me place dots and putting my hand in the UV lamp and curing for 2 minutes and so on and so forth. So I did cut out the nail art on my other hand, but it's just, I did the same exact thing. Red dots on the white nails, white dots on the red nails. You already saw me place the decal, so I just didn't want this to be super repetitive and boring. But you will see both hands at the end, so stay tuned for that. And once I'm done, the stamping polish does dry quickly. There it is. But the acrylic paint, I did that one first, so that did have a little bit more time to dry. But, I do let that dry a tad before I go in with any top coat at all. And I ended up wiping that off because the dots were not in a very straight line. So, started over. It happens. But that's the nice thing about dip powder too. I can wipe off the stamping polish with acetone, and I didn't ruin my base, the white dip powder, at all. So that's one nice thing about dip powder. I didn't have to start. If it was nail polish, I would have had to, it would have all been kind of ruined. Okay, so you can see my other hand is done as well. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my top coat. I'm just going to show it on my left hand, Again, just, for the sake of not being super repetitive. I did go over that decal again just because it wasn't feeling super smooth, so I just wanted to put another layer of the top coat so that it felt nice and smooth. And don't do what I do. I did my thumb first. You typically don't want to do that because when you're doing your other nails, your thumbnail is kind of at or laying sideways, and that your gel can kind of all end up seeping off of your nail or flooding your sidewalls or cuticles. So you always want to try to do your thumb last, which I didn't do, but I didn't have too much of a problem, and you can always just kind of file it off. But you want to be careful if you're prone to any kind of gel allergy as well, that you don't get it on your skin. So just be careful of that. So I'm going in with my Candi Skin Care cuticle oil, and let me know what you think. This was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun at Disney. I will also edit my mom's video, or where I did the nail art for her Disney Mani. And like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think. And until next time, bye for now.